Man, let's talk about this movie. Roll the intro.
Night after night, these people come here for you.
Your music is a lot more personal than people realize.
Rated R.
I thought this film sucked ass. This film was absolute shit. And this is Michael again. Welcome to my movie review rant on Hurry Up Tomorrow, which stars Abel, The Weeknd, Tesfaye, I think that's how you pronounce his name, Jenna Ortega, and Barry Keoghan. And this is a film that, when I saw the trailer to it, I thought the trailer was good. And I like The Weeknd. You know, he is a good singer. I like his songs. But, man, this film serves as a companion piece to The Weeknd's album of the same name, Hurry Up Tomorrow, which came out in January of this year. And the album was produced in conjunction with the film. And Hurry Up Tomorrow, the song by The Weeknd, I thought, it's a very good song, because when I saw the film last night, my Alamo Draft House had like a fan event, which before the film, they showed the music video for Hurry Up Tomorrow, which I thought was good, and I enjoy the song. The song and the music video was much better than the movie. But, his album, has a lot of good songs on it, like Timeless, which I like. Also, the main song, Hurry Up Tomorrow. Also have Cry For Me, Wake Me Up. But, man, this film is absolutely fucking awful. Lionsgate released this, and they did not promote the film. There was no TV spot that I've seen of this film. That's how much that Lionsgate cares about this film. But the film is dull, generic. It has a confusing plot. It's a mess. The Weeknd, he's a good singer, but he is an awful actor. The only thing good about this film is the cinematography. The cinematography I thought was very good. And also Jenna Ortega. I thought Jenna Ortega did a good job in the film. But even she couldn't even save this film. But basically what the film is about is The Weeknd plays a fictional version of himself. He is a insomniac musician, and we see that he's on the verge of having a mental breakdown, and he gets pulled into this odyssey by this stranger who is played by Jenna Ortega, and her name is Anima in the film. And pretty much that's basically, what the plot to the film is about. So, very, generic, dull plot. But pretty much the film opens. And I don't care, I'll spoil the film because the film is absolutely awful. If you enjoy the film, that's fine. We agree to disagree. But in the first 2-3 minutes of the film, you have the Weeknd, doing his vocals, warming up his vocals. And he's going, yeah, when that is the first scene to introduce the Weeknd for the film, that's how you know that this film is going to suck. And I swear, when that first scene where we're introduced to the Weeknd and he's going, everybody in the theater was laughing. The person that was sitting next to me was laughing. The other person that was sitting next to me was laughing. Everybody was laughing at that. And then you have the Weeknd's manager, whose name is Lee, who is played by Barry Keoghan. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And he, likes to do the cocaine. The Weeknd indulges on cocaine, because both the Weeknd and his manager in the film, they gotta sniff the cocaine, and they gotta party it up. So pretty much the Weeknd loses his voice during a performance as a result of his stress and his substance usage. And you also have Jenna Ortega. She is, a young fan of the Weeknd, and she's on the run because she burned the house down. Why she burned the house down, I don't know. It's never explained why she burned the house down. So, pretty much, the Weeknd and Jenna Ortega, they have a connection, and they end up running away together. They spend the night at a hotel where the Weeknd is playing, a sample of his upcoming song, and he plays it to Jenna Ortega, to which she ends up liking the track. And pretty much there's a scene later on where they're arguing, and the Weeknd is like, "Oh, just shut up! Shut the fuck up!" And I'm like, what awful acting that was. Even that made us in the theater fucking laugh by how horrible that delivery by the Weeknd was. And then you have Jenna Ortega. She ends up tying the Weeknd to a bed in a hotel, and she's just playing the Weeknd songs. Like, she plays Blinding Lights, which is a good song, and the song Gasoline, and she's just dancing around. It looked like she was having fun doing that. But she then, later on, she has the gas tank, and she ends up pouring the gas on the Weeknd. And pretty much the Weeknd ends up, singing the song, like an expanded version of the song that he plays for Jenna Ortega. He ended up doing that because he regrets his actions, and he wants to change for the better. So she ends up freeing him from the bed, and she ends up burning it. I'm like, what? What a confused, convoluted mess this story was to the film. But like I said, the film is very generic. It is very dull. The Weeknd's acting is absolutely atrocious in this film. He's a good singer, but please stay out of acting. The Weeknd, please. Jenna Ortega and the cinematography are the only good things about this film. And I sense that this film is going to bomb at the box office because there's little promotion for this film. It has a budget of $15 million. I don't think it'll make its money back. This is going to be a big bomb, in my opinion. This was all just done to, promote Hurry Up Tomorrow, the Weeknd's album. That's all it was. But the film was written and directed by Trey Edward Shults. The Weeknd actually co-wrote the film. Trey Edward Shults, he ended up directing It Comes at Night, which I have heard of, haven't seen it. And he also directed Waves, another film that I have not heard of. But yeah, Hurry Up Tomorrow, awful film this was. If you enjoyed the film, that's fine. Like I said, we agree to disagree, but it is just absolutely terrible. And it's unintentionally funny, this film is, by how shitty it is. But what more can I say about this film? It is awful. Generic, dull, convoluted plot. And the film has a 5.9 right now on IMDb. I think it deserves to be lower. It deserves to be like a 4.3. Rotten Tomatoes, it's at 15% on the tomato meter. I think it deserves lower. This deserves a 9%, in my opinion. But to me, this is the worst film I have seen this year so far. But Hurry Up Tomorrow, awful film, generic. What more can I say about this film? But anyway, that's it for my review rant on Hurry Up Tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this review rant. Definitely give the video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all later.